for coming back to my channel. I've got some stuff to talk about today, but real quick before I get into that, I do want to just mention that my health has been getting bad again, and so I really want to keep making videos, but the feeling bad and everything really takes a lot out of me, so because of that, I'm going to have to take a break for a short while on my Witchcraft 101 series. Those videos take a lot of work between researching and writing the script and filming and editing and just everything I have to do for those. It takes a lot more time and energy than a simpler sit-down video like this. So I'm just going to take a short break from those videos, but I will keep posting other videos such as this one. Okay, so on to today's video. This is going to be a favorites video. It's some recent favorites I've had, similar to like those monthly favorite videos you might see, but this isn't just in the past month, it's in the past several months. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing I have that I'm going to share is my favorite crystals. I've got some stuff down here next to me, so I'll be reaching for it. So, and sorry if the chair I'm sitting in makes noise. So my first favorite crystal I've been using recently is carnelian. This is my favorite piece right here, the one I've been using most. It's really pretty. To me, carnelian is a very fiery stone, and it's great for like diving deep into your passions, and I use it a lot for creativity. So I have another one very similar to this piece that I bought at the same time, but I keep this particular piece is my favorite, and I really like the size. The other one's a little bit bigger, but this one can be held in my hand really well. My hands are really small, and so this piece is like perfect size. So I keep this one in the office/craft room at my house, and I keep it on the desk, and I often will, like when, for example, when I was working in my Book of Shadows that I recently finished, I have a flip through up of the completed Book of Shadows, but while I was working on it, I would either hold this in this hand and write with my other hand, or I would have like the book open, you know, and I'd put the stone on one page and then write on the one next to it, and then flip. And just to get that like creative energy really flowing. So my second favorite stone I've been working with a lot recently is amethyst. So I've got a couple pieces to show you. Oops, oh well, dropped my phone, that's okay, I don't need it. So I've got this piece, which is a really pretty cluster. Here, do it like that. It's really nice, I really like this piece. This piece I keep next to my bed on my bedside table. And then, let's see, I'll tell you what I kind of use them for in a minute. And then I've got this piece, which is sort of like a shattered piece off of a bigger piece, it looks like. And then, so these two pieces I keep, usually I always have this one on my bedside table, and then this one I sometimes keep there, or I sometimes put it on my bookshelf. But I put these there, and I use them for a lot for like calming and stress relief, relaxation type things. And especially when I have an anxiety disorder, so my anxiety gets out of whack anyway, but especially when my chronic illnesses start getting worse and stuff, my stress just gets really bad. And so these really help me with that. But, sorry, let me set those down. But also, I have this little baggie, like this, that it's a little leather pouch, and it has these strings that you can tie back around your neck. And so in here, I have, oh, it's a little bit hard to open sometimes. I have another amethyst, and sometimes I'll wear this around my neck. And this one is like, there we go, is got the like banding on it. It's really pretty. So I'll wear this one around my neck so I can have that kind of calming, relaxing energy like with me. My two favorite herbs recently have been basil and sage. I've grown both of these in my garden this year. And the, let's see, normally I grow a Genovese basil, or however you pronounce it, which is like the standard green basil. And then I grow a purple opal basil. And I'll try to pop up pictures of these up here. And this year, usually I use the green one for like harvesting for use in witchy stuff as well as cooking. And then the purple one I let go to flower, and let the pollinators have that because they really like it. So this year I grew both of those, but I also am experimenting with some other types. So I'm growing one called Spicy Globe Basil, which has much smaller leaves and it's a little bit more spicy. It's good in cooking, good in like tomato sauces and stuff. And then I'm growing one called Lime Basil, which it's gotten so hot here so early that they've all flowered out in my garden. But the lime basil is a little bit of a limey taste to it. The leaves are again smaller, they're not real big, and it's a little bit more of a yellowy color than a real, I mean, it's like a bright green, but it's more yellowy than the other basils that are definitely green. Then with my sage, I bought some seeds this year for garden sage, which is what I usually grow. But then, garden sage is what I usually grow. This year I tried buying some seeds for white sage. I thought it would be really cool to be able to grow my own white sage. However, obviously the person that sold them was not being truthful because it was not white sage. And I don't know exactly what it is because it's very similar to garden sage, but the leaves are huge. And normally sage is like, sort of like, a stem, and it's got a bunch of littler leaves coming off of it. And these ones, I can show you a picture, but it's almost like a bush. It's like literally they all come from the center, and it's just like huge leaves, just all coming from the center of one plant. It's not like a stem with leaves on it. And the leaves are huge. They're like bigger than my hand. And these are the ones that I use to make my sage bundles, if you have seen that video. Hang on, sorry, I'm grabbing one. This is one of them that's been dried. You can't see, I mean, you can see how big it is, but it's obviously shrunk a lot since being dried because they shrink when they dry. But, like, you can see how big it is. So, yeah. So those are fun, but it's a little bit disappointing because I was excited about growing the white sage. Okay, now for my favorite essential oil. I don't use a ton of essential oils. Partially because they're very not environmentally friendly and unsustainable, but also because I have migraines and scents really bother me. But there is one scent that really helps with my migraines, and that is peppermint. So I do use this peppermint essential oil. It's from the brand Plant Therapy, and I really like this brand because it's really good quality. It smells really nice, and it's like I said, very high quality. But the oils aren't the price isn't super jacked up because it's just a regular company. It's not like one of those scammy MLMs. So I've been diffusing this in my room, in my diffuser. But peppermint is toxic to cats, and I believe also dogs. I'm not really a dog person. My mom has dogs, but I just have my cat. And so I will close my bedroom door, and I put like a towel under the door, and then I open the window so that the smell doesn't get stuck in my room, but so that leave the cats out, obviously, so that they don't, really come into contact with that. They don't really go in my room much at all anyway, and definitely not if I've been infusing anything anytime recently. Okay, so recently I've been mostly listening to fictional audiobooks rather than reading physical books, but there have been a couple witchy ones I've been looking into recently. So the first is The Book of Candle Magic by Madame Pamita. On the back it says Madame Pamita's Ultimate Guide to Candle Magic Success. And as you can see, it is a small book. It's really pretty, shiny. And but it's got a decent amount of pages. And it's really chock full of really good information. I watched Madame Pamita's, YouTube channel. Sorry. I watch her YouTube channel, and she's got some really cool stuff on there. And so this is, let's see, trying to see what y'all can see. There's the table of contents, if you want to pause to read it. And then there's a little bit on the next page too. And then as you can see, this book has some pages that are like really pretty like this. And it's got, let me see if I can find one. It's got some like drawings in here, and all the drawings and different stuff is purple. So it all kind of matches and looks really cool. So this book has a lot of good information. I haven't like read it cover to cover or anything. I'm just kind of like reading through it, looking at certain parts. And then this is a book I actually got a long time ago. And I looked at it a little bit when I got it, but then I sort of just kind of forgot about it for a while. And that is The Witch's Journal by Celine Silverwind. And I got it at Half Price Books a long time ago. And this is an interesting book. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it, but it's like really pretty. The pages are really pretty, like throughout the whole book. And it's got some, let's see, the different sections in it. The contents, it says, Introduction, What is Magic? The Ethics of Witchcraft. And then it's got a whole section on magical correspondences. A section on magical and divinatory tools. Sorry, I struggle with that word. A section on spells, charms, and potions. And then an index and credits. But if you just like turn to any old page, they're all really, really pretty. Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing what y'all are seeing. Like all the pages are like that. Like I can flip to any page and it's really pretty. Like sort of scrapbooky looking. So this is really fun to read through because it's got good information, but it also kind of has that like visual stimulus that's like, ooh, what's the next page going to look like and all this kind of stuff. So that's a lot of fun. I've also been having a lot of fun with kitchen witchery the last few months. I've been trying some new recipes, such as things for, I tried one for smothered chicken, which is like a chicken with a gravy sauce. I tried some of the stuff I made for my Letha dinner, like the herb bread with fresh herbs from my garden and the honey cake. I'd never made those before, and that was a lot of fun. And one of my favorite things is making a chicken pot pie from scratch. So I made that in early June. And I really like using different herbs in my cooking and just infusing my intention into it. I really like that. And I also really enjoy when I can use the produce and herbs that I've made in what I'm cooking. So I've been growing a lot of stuff in my garden, and I also tried canning this year. Last year I did some canning jelly, water bath canning. And this year I did some dill pickles and some salsa. So I'll try to pop up some pictures of the different things I'm talking about. And so that's really exciting to be able to can and actually like preserve my harvest. Thanks so much for watching my favorites video. I really appreciate y'all sticking with me, especially when I'm not feeling good and I'm not able to really do as much as I'd like. Please subscribe, comment, and hit the bell notification to be notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.